Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another weekly episode. You guys know the drill. I'm going to show you some stuff added to the collection this week, and we're going to open up the stuff in the second segment of the video. I'm going to show you all the stuff in the first half of the video. If you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much. Hopefully you find it entertaining. Alright, so I found something in stores. That's pretty good. We found this guy. It is in a Target exclusive Team Transport Hot Wheels. At least I think it's a Target exclusive. At least in the US, it's a Target exclusive. I don't know if it's available rest of the world. No clue. Well, I guess one key here is, are there multiple languages on the back? Yes, there are. So I'm guessing it's probably available in other countries. Maybe. I don't know. You guys let me know for my international or non-North American friends. Maybe it's available in Canada. Maybe there's French on the back. I don't know. Anyway, we got this guy. I'm kind of stoked to be able to just find that on the pegs and not have to buy it on the second-hand market because, I don't know, it's probably going to be an expensive one, right? I think. Probably. All right, and then we got this guy, Alfa Romeo. I picked up this one. This is in the set. This is a normal one of the set that you'll find at Walmart and Target and from hobby dealers and whatnot. So, this is the only one I picked up from the set. I could have picked up the Impala and the Rover Group 2, but man, these things are expensive. You know what I mean? And I don't collect the truck things. I really just want the cars. I don't really care for the trucks because I open everything up. The trucks take up a lot of space, okay? And you can see here, space is coming at a premium. All right, but we got the Alfa Romeo. I had to pick that one up. I thought the car was really cool. I might end up picking up the 61 Impala and the 70 Rover. Actually, thinking back at Team Transport Hot Wheels, I should probably figure out what I'm missing to have like the complete collection. Because I'm probably not missing much. But there are a few I can think of. There's some Legends Tour ones I'm missing. I mean, there's some major ones like the Supreme one. I mean, come on. I don't have that. That would be kind of cool, I guess. I would never go out of my way or pay a ton of money for it. But it would be cool to have it, just to have a complete Team Transport collection. I don't know. Maybe that we're going to have to put a spreadsheet together, and I'm going to have to figure that out. But we did get those. That's cool. All right. I bought something online. I got this LP Diecast Garage exclusive 1995 Ford F-150 from Johnny Lightning. Had to pick this up. My buddy Brian McCarthy, aka Bearded Mug Media, picked one of these up, and I'm like, God, that does look good. I'm gonna have to buy that, and I did. I got it. It's pretty cool. I love the very limited edition Johnny Lightning stuff. This is limited to 2,520. Not many of these made. Okay, so and bonus, it's a casting I sort of collect. I don't have every single version of it, but I've got quite a few, so added that to the collection. It's a pretty looking blue, tealish color. Well, it's a medium Calypso green metallic. Per that there, factory color. All right, so we got that. That's awesome. I ordered that. I think from the same seller, I got this Greenlight Hobby exclusive. Yeah, it literally says Hobby 3 times up there. Escort RS Cosworth in just plain old red. And I thought that looked nice, so I thought I needed to have it. And now I do. All right, so there's that. And then we got Boogie Vans, Johnny Lightning, 2-pack of Vans. This is one I haven't found in store. These were available in store. This is version A from 2-packs 2021 release 4. So this has been around for a while. And we got these Boogie Vans. That's another thing I need to figure out. What Vans am I missing? Because this is another casting I collect from Johnny Lightning, and there are some that I am missing. So I need to figure that out, make a complete collection of those. Yada, yada, yada. All right, so, one other thing. 2 other things I found in store recently were pink slips, Lamborghini Huracan Coupe This is pretty neat. So if you're not familiar with it, these are showing up at Walmart and Target, and it is Jada importing majorette castings. Is that confusing? Yeah, there's a lot of weird, like, incestuous relationships with diecast companies. I guess they're both Dickey Group or something like that. That's why. I'm not really sure. There's some sort of relationship there. And Jada is importing majorette stuff. But this is like, I believe, this is like the first Jada, like, original released majorette tooling stuff to show up. Now, they've been using majorette toolings and re-releasing majorette cars in the US for a little bit, but this is like the Pink Slips release, I think, is specifically a Jada thing. I don't think this is available. Well, it might be available rest of the world. I have no idea, to be honest, but I don't know if it's available in Europe. I don't know. It might be. I have no clue. But we got this one, this Lamborghini Huracan, and then we also got the Porsche 911 GT3 RS right here. And that's pretty sweet as well. So they're like majorettes, but they're with a more kind of flashy Jada-like color scheme sort of thing. A little more, you know, flashy, a little more flamboyant, whatever. Those are those. There's a lot of cool releases, though, listed on the back that I have not seen come out yet. So we'll look at the back of this card. In the second segment, we'll talk about that a little bit. Then I've got a couple of items from the last Diecast meet, which is already a month ago now, that I excuse me, that I just haven't shown yet. I picked up this Drag Strip Demons car. It's a Ford Thunderbolt. I collect this casting, and there's not many of them that I'm missing. Might be just a couple. A couple of, I think, like multi-pack exclusives are probably ones that I'm missing, because I hate shelling out money for a multi-pack to get one little mainline car. This isn't a mainline car. This is a Drake Strip Demon. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it. Yeah. So one cool thing about this is I actually bought this from Marsha Walker, who, if you're familiar with Chris Walker, Night Stalker Customs, who unfortunately passed away, kind of as a shock to the Hot Wheels community, customizing community, all that stuff. It was a great, fantastic dude, semi-local to me. He didn't live too far away, and he used to come to my local meets and all that stuff. And it was sad, you know, that he passed, unfortunately, very much too soon. But his wife now came to my last local meet and is selling some of his collection, or some of his stuff that he had around, and I bought this from her. So that's pretty cool. I've got kind of a piece of Chris Walker collection in my collection. We're going to open it up, though, of course. I got to add it to my Thunderbolt collection, and that's pretty neat. So we got that. Then for my buddy Todd, he just had multiples of the Super, because he does that, and just gave me this. So I got a Renault Sport RS01 Super Treasure Hunt, and of course we're going to open up that as well. I love me a red Super. So this is red. It's a Super Treasure Hunt. I like it. All right, we got that. Lastly, from the monthly meet, I got this. This is from Chris Klug Diecast Sales. He's local to me too, and he's been getting a bunch of weird import stuff. But this is a casting that I've wanted now for a little while, and I've neglected getting. But I saw it at the meet, and he had a bunch of them, and I'm like, I'm going to have to finally get one of these. And I got one. It's a Toyota Tacoma. It's made by GCD. First time for me having a GCD casting. It looks to be extremely detailed. Diecast Talk has exclusive ones of these that he's been selling, and they sell out like instantly when he posts them. So let's find out what all the hype is about, because this does look really cool in the package, and I'm glad I got the version I got. I wanted something. I didn't need all... Sometimes they're sold with a bunch of accessories and a bunch of weird stuff. I didn't need any of that. I just wanted the truck, and we got it here. And I'm kind of stoked to take a look at it. I think these things are pretty darn limited as well. But GCD, we're going to check out them. This Toyota Tacoma tooling. Excited for that. I mean, it's not much to look at in the package, but we're going to take it out. And I don't think by the looks of it that I'm going to be disappointed. All right, so there's that. And then I got a box for my buddy Jay. All right, so that's been happening almost weekly. He's been sending me weird stuff to show on the channel. And it's pretty darn cool. And we got some weird stuff. Of course, Taco Bell. This has been a theme too. I'm going to end up with all the Taco Bell cars. It's just going to happen. This one is the Chevy Corvette. This is from whatever series. It's different themed than the ones we saw in the past. I just got one over here. So they were like this, like red, white, and black. And this one is green and blue. And it's a Corvette. So we'll check that out. Pretty cool. And then he gave me a 1/43rd scale car, which I've been picking up a few here and there. I'm not leaving 164 for 1/43rd, but I've been picking up a few 1/43rd scale cars here and there. So this is kind of neat to get. What I really like about this is a Kyosho. A Kyosho 1/43rd. So I haven't had any Kyosho 1/43rd to the collection yet. So we gotta check this thing out. It's a Toyota Sports 800, whatever that is. I'm not really familiar with the car actually at all. So that's kind of cool too. And we'll take a look at that. I have no idea what to expect with this. It's kind of weird. It's like museum collection 1/43rd scale Kyosho Originals Diecast Model Series from Kyosho. So no idea. I didn't know these existed. It's always fun to get something I didn't know existed. So there's that. And then speaking of things I never knew existed, I don't know what this is. This is, well, the casting itself is, get this, it is a Ford SVT Adrenaline Concept. It's a concept Ford truck. And this is released by Upper Deck Collectibles. It's a St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah, it is the Cardinals. I just had to make sure it was the Cardinals because the one on the back is like not the Cardinals. It's the Boston Red Sox. But yeah, Upper Deck Collectibles. Weird, right? I mean, that's weird. And it says it's in 1/64 scale. I'm curious about this. The thing I'm curious about is who made the tooling. Because I can't see Upper Deck like being like, we're going to make our own die-cast toolings and we're going to release them with baseballs. Like, no, they're not going to do that. So the tooling has to be somebody else's. And maybe we can figure that out. Maybe we won't figure that out. It looks to be actually 1/64 scale. It's reminding me a little bit of the Auto World Ford truck for some reason. I don't know. We'll find out, or we won't find out. We might not find out, but we'll investigate. We'll see what happens. So we got that. And then lastly, I just picked out some mainline cars to open because I got a huge pile of them I got to blow through. We've got the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, 84 Mustang SVO, Dodge Van, and 17 Audi RS6 Avant. We got those. Oops. And I think only one of them is a new tooling, right? Yeah, just the Pajero, I think, is the only new tooling in the batch. So we'll look at those. And then I got some old ones. Two old ones. We got a Celine. Pretty nifty. And I've had this forever and have not opened it. I sold all the carded ones I had that were expensive. This one's probably, it might be the least expensive Bugatti mainline there is out there for this casting, Veyron. But I decided I needed to keep one example of the tooling, and this is it. So we're going to open this. We're going to check that out. I've been meaning to open it for a long time. It's just been chilling, and we're going to do that. All right, so that was a long first half of the video. Let's go ahead and flip it around. Let's say, oh, one other thing. I'm going to be doing a Whatnot giveaway soon, another one. I've got to wait, though, a little bit because I am gathering the items to give away. I've already got picked out what's going to be sold. The stuff that I'm selling is actually going to be from my buddy Crazy Todd's collection. So there's going to be some good items in there, okay? He's got a crazier collection I do, believe it or not. And a lot more duplicates and stuff to get rid of, so there's that. But yeah, so follow me on Whatnot, because we're going to be doing that, and that's going to be a really good time. I got some stuff picked out already to give away. I got some stuff that's going to be shipped to me to give away. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a real good one. All right, so let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Let's open up some diecast. Stay tuned. All right, well, I figure what we'll do here is we'll just bang out these main lines real quick, because this is the stuff I'm kind of least excited about in the video. But we'll go ahead and do this real quick. It looks like we got a J case. I think it's from this year. Copyright date is 2021, but I think it's card art related. I don't know. It's this 2017 Audi RS6 Avant. Let's pop it open. Let's take a peek at it. Solid mainline. I mean, it really is. You know, it's just a dollar car. Real basic, but real nice. You know, we got details up front. We got details in the back, and that's all you need, right? Nice little roller and pretty sweet little car. All right, so we got that one. It's mean, it's green, it's an Audi. We got the 84 Mustang SVO. This casting's been around for a while. This appears to be a J case car from, I believe, this year. And actually, maybe the Audi is not from this year. It might be. I don't know. I'm not organized with the mainline stuff. Talk about it all the time. You guys are probably sick of hearing me say it, but it is what it is. We got this Fox Body Mustang. Not bad. Not a bad graphic scheme on it. It looks pretty good. Black, green, silver. It's got those, what do they call those wheels? Why is it escaping me right now? It's got those wheels. Those what? I can't remember. Anyway, it's got those wheels. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, this 2011 copyright date on the bottom, which tells us that the casting probably debuted around 2012. That's a pretty surefire way to actually tell on Hot Wheels. If you're not familiar, I know most of you are, but if you're not, and you're looking at Hot Wheels, you want to know how old the tooling is, not the age of the release. People that are new to things sometimes will find loose cars and think, oh, this was made in 2011. Well, no, it wasn't. It was made this year, but the tooling was licensed in 2011, and that usually tells you it was first released actually in 2012. Not, of course, this version of it, but the tooling itself. Anyway, that's a pretty good way to tell if you're new to the hobby. And then we've got the Dodge van, Hot Wheels 55 race team. It's a van. You guys know I dig vans. This looks like it's also J-Case. Looks like I grabbed a pile from J-Case here. This thing is ugly. It's barfy looking. I don't like it, but I had to get it. Why? Well, because it's the Dodge van, and I'm still on the fence of whether or not I'm going to collect every single version that comes out of this particular tooling. That has been out since not too long ago. 2020 is the copyright date on the bottom. And yeah, this thing's nasty. It is bright orange windows. It's white with black and blue, and just kind of a ugly looking deco, in my opinion. Look at the front of it. Looks great, aside from the window and the base being blue. Not too bad. Okay, not too bad. All right, and then we got this guy, the Pajero. This is a good looking mainline. I dig it. Rally car style Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution, I don't know. This is new for 2023, so we know that. And this is also JK, so that makes me believe these were in a pile sorted together. They probably came from a J case together. That would make the most sense, so they are probably all from this year. This casting is new, and as you can tell, what should we see in the base? Did I show it to you? Okay, it's 2023 now. It was new for 2023. What's the date going to be on the base? Oh, yeah, 2022. All right, so that makes sense. If you really want to get nerdy about it, and you want to find out when they exactly were made, there's a date code on the bottom, that S08. I believe S is the year, and I believe the 08 is the week of the year. So if you want to get real crazy, they haven't used that the entire time throughout the history of Hot Wheels, though, so it's not reliable 100%. But in recent years, that's been the day code. Yeah. But this, I mean, how can you go wrong? We got details up front. It looks good. The headlight little graphics look pretty good. Nothing on the back, which is fine in this particular case. The car is red. The taillights would be red anyway. It wouldn't look that magnificent. But we got this rally art graphic on the side, and that looks pretty good. So I'm digging this little Mainline. I think is pretty awesome. It's got the banner on the... What is that? Is it actually a texture? Yeah, it's a texture in the casting. So that's kind of a cool thing as well. All right. Sticking with mainline-ish cars, we should have just opened the Super. We got a Renault Sport RS01 in Spectraflame paint with rubber tires. Yes, a Super treasure hunt. It's been a while since I've opened a Super on the channel. So these are pretty nifty. I always forget that not everybody watches the channel that is super familiar with diecast to begin with, but this is a Super treasure hunt. It's got the Circle Flame logo. And it is special, right? It's an F-Case Super, I guess. And it's red. I like that. It's got these wire wheel things. Cool car. It looks pretty good. It's a Super treasure hunt. The main line of it, I did not pull out. I apologize about that. Otherwise, we'd be able to compare the regular version and the Super treasure hunt version. And unfortunately, I didn't grab it. So... we can't do that. You can see the casting debut, 2015. Has it really been that long? This casting debuted in 2016? Wow. Time is flying. There is no doubt about that. TH right there. That's not going to be on the regular car. Yeah, pretty nifty. It's a nice little piece added to my Super Treasure Hunt collection. All right, I've got quite a few of them. I got quite a few. I'm not a big-time super collector. I don't get every single one that comes out. Let's open this one first. Still sticking with Mainline for a minute. We got the Celine S7. Very cool car. Not the best tooling representation of this car. I do want some modern diecast company to release the Celine S7. Oh, peel and win. Can we win? What are we going to win? I don't think you can win. Oh, well, there was a code underneath there that you probably could have entered at some website at some time and maybe won something. I wonder how many of these went unwon because nobody opens their dang cars, right? So, another reason, open them when they come out. They should do another peel and win thing. Why not? Do it, Hot Wheels. All right, so Celine S7. It's a cool car. It's a kind of a cool looking car. It may have been done correctly by Kyosho, maybe in 1/64 scale. Other than that, I don't think anybody else has done it. To my knowledge, you guys might know otherwise. This casting's been around for a long time, since 2001. Well, 2002 was likely its first release. Was this the first release? Yeah, this is 2002. So this was, I think, the first release of this tooling in a proper color, silver for the car. You get the headlight graphic up front. Nothing in the back, nothing really anywhere else, actually, except for a Hot Wheels logo on the back window. I think that a modern diecast company should produce this car. I'm calling out this one, I think appropriately would be done by Mini GT. That would be my vote. I mean, if Autoworld wanted to do it, I wouldn't be disappointed. I don't think they would do it just because there may not be enough options and colors and stuff like that to really make the casting sustainable. But Mini GT could do it, and they maybe should. I think that would be neat. It's kind of a cool car. So there's that. And then we got the Bugatti Veyron, which Mini GT should definitely do. There is one really awesome version of the Bugatti Veyron in 1/64 scale, and that's from Auto Art, and I do have two different versions of it. Should have got that out for this video, but I didn't, and I'm real sorry about that. But the Hot Wheels tooling leaves a lot to be desired. It really does. I mean, the kind of proportions, and these are both from the same era. These are both from 2002, and they both debuted. This one actually has a copyright date of 2002, and it came out in 2002. Oh, 2003. Never mind. My theory stays true. So these are both first editions, about the same era, and you can kind of see the same kind of design style with how they were produced and how they represented the car, which is got a Hot Wheels flavor to it that I don't necessarily like. Nowadays, it seems that when Hot Wheels is putting out new toolings, like such as this, they are seeming to put it out, and such as like this is a more modern tooling. They're seeming to make it more true to the original car and not really putting as much of a Hot Wheels style to it. And some people like that and some people don't like that. I'm a fan of it. I like it to be just a little 1/64 scale version of a car, real car. But Mini GT will probably do this one. I don't doubt that they will, since they have been releasing Bugattis. They have not come out with a proper Veyron yet, and they probably will. They've done the Chiron, but no Veyron. And they should probably do this car too. They should do it. All right, so there's that. What should we do? Since we're sticking with kind of mainline stuff here for a minute, already 10 minutes in, Taco Bell. All right, I'm kind of hungry, actually. Could go for some sort of a chalupa or whatever. Still been a long time since I've ate at Taco Bell. Looks like we got the Tahoes in this series. There's a Chevy K1500 pickup and a Chevy Bel Air. These things are just weird. No interior. It's completely blacked out window. And these things are goofy. Jay, I think it's safe to say you could probably stop sending me Taco Bell cars. They're cool. And I'm appreciative of the boxes that you send me. And at this point, it's kind of just funny. Because I've shown a Taco Bell car now in the last like 4 or 5 episodes, it feels like. And yeah, I mean, they're a neat piece of Matchbox history, I suppose. But, we can probably be done. All right. Let's do Jada. So these two cars, I'm having a weird deja vu. Like, I feel like I've already picked this one up and opened it. And then I picked it up in the store with this one. I'm like, did I already grab this car? I'm not sure. And then I looked around for it here in the room and couldn't find it. So I'm like, maybe I don't have it. And then I grabbed it, and I'm still feeling like I already have this car. I don't understand what's going on here. Maybe I saw it on the pegs and just didn't have the time to pick it up or something. Or I was like, I'm not getting anything. I'm just going to leave. I don't know. Maybe I do already have it. You guys comment down below if I've already shown this car, because I'm losing my mind with this stuff. I really just cannot keep track anymore at all. Like, without having like a spreadsheet or something to rely on, I'm getting old, I guess, or really what it is I'm getting too much stuff and I just can't. It's become very hard to keep track of. But I did say we were going to look at this. I do remember that. So checking out the back here. Now, I've seen this in store and this in store, and I've passed on them. I've seen the Audi R8 Spider in store. I haven't picked it up yet, but I've been tempted to. And then, of course, we got this one and this one that we're going to look at today. The 911 and the Huracan. I have not seen that one. I have seen the pink SRT Hellcat, and I've thought about grabbing it, just haven't done it. Maybe I will grab it. I don't know. And then we got the Nissan GTR. I have not seen that one. I've not seen the Rover Defender. I've not seen the Chiron Pure Sport, or the Porsche Taycan, or the Jaguar F-Type R. I haven't seen that one either, or the Mercedes, right? So I've only seen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars. So I'm guessing by that they're putting them out in kind of like 6-car sets maybe, because that makes sense with the number of cars that we have here. But I don't know. I haven't seen that other wave of them. So it'll be interesting to see when that appears. I think these things are selling well. So we probably will see them. And whatever Jada did here, they made a good move, because I don't see like the Majorette stuff moving out off the pegs like super hot. And when Majorette last tried to make a breakthrough in the US, they did it at a Toys R Us, and it just kind of flopped. So, as I remember, it flopped. But now the new style of Majorette kind of being imported by Jada, and you got this. I think, they have a shot now. They are selling pretty well. This is an interesting color. It's like a brown kind of mocha sort of color, and then with the red rims. This one don't want to roll for some reason, which usually this stuff rolls really good, which is kind of odd. These things have a suspension to them, but something is messed up with the front axle on this one. Like this, that rolls free. This does not. The doors open on this tooling, so love it or hate it, those are there. And then we've got a plastic spoiler on the back. We've got headlights up front. These things retail for, I think, $5 maybe, something like that. Oh, there we go. I just freed up this wheel. No, I didn't. That was the other wheel. Wait. I'm freeing up one, and then the other one is locking up. Something is weird with that. I'm not really sure. But let's move on to the next one. It does look cool. It's a cool color. I like the color combo. I think it's pretty neat. Then we got the Lamborghini Huracan Coupe in this flashy looking gold. Pink slips. This is like a standard majorette packaging with a Jada flare. Oh, we got an opening piece on this one. I think I've got a version of this tooling from Majorette. I think I do. Somewhere in the mess. This one's got all four corners roll on it. It is a metallic gold, obviously, very flashy looking Lambo. And then it's got the opening piece in the back, which I think is kind of pointless, to be honest. You don't have any detail really in here. I mean, there's molded detail, but it's not like have any graphics or anything like that. And even if it did, you can see it through the window. Why do you got to open that up? Kind of a, I don't know. If you're going to put money into a tooling, I don't know if I would do that. Just saying. Overall, pretty decent. It's all right proportioned. The wheels might look a little big, maybe. If we had to complain, that's what it would be for. And then we have headlights up here, which are part of the window piece, which is the same thing they do with the Porsche. And I do like that. I like when they do that. That is a great idea. This thing does have the suspension. You can see the little wires in there. And they do actually write the scale on the bottom of this. This says 164 on the bottom. This one says 159 scale. So they're not all perfectly 164, which is a common thing with the Majorette. It's a good looking car, I guess. Yeah, not too bad. All right, so those are the two Majorettes. I'm excited about Majorette coming to the U.S. or being in the U.S., being available. I think it's kind of cool, and hopefully you guys do too. I think they're selling well, and that's I guess that's good. All right, this thing, Fast and Furious. This is definitely the hot one in the set. This one is creased in the card. But we don't care, right? Because we're opening. Oh, you want to see the back of the package? Sure. Let's take a look at that. As you can see, it doesn't have the other flavors listed on the back like this one does. But these are from the same box. And I believe that in these boxes, there's 4 per box, right? So this is coming 1 per box. All of them are 1 per box, I guess. But if you found them at a different store, it wouldn't be 1 per box. So there's that. Is this basically a repaint of the one that's already been released? Was there a team transfer to this? See, I am losing my mind. There was a team transport of this car, right? Right? Man, I'm really bothered by the fact I probably have it within eyesight of me, and I can't, if there was one. Oh, hopefully this is funny to you that I can't figure that out. But here this is. Fast and Furious. Never seen the movies. Mention it all the time. Sorry about it. Very sorry about it. Deeply sorry about it. I still have not watched a single Fast and Furious movie. Nothing from the franchise. And I'm really, I know, it's devastating. We got this hauler. We got the car itself. Definitely a hot casting from Mattel. Very popular. The Super Silhouette LB ER34. it is cool. The initial release of it is definitely the coolest. But this is cool too. It's got the skyline thing from the movie, right? But this wasn't in the movie as this. I know that, okay? I do know that. Wild looking car. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't really collect the trucks. This is the carry-on. I mean, I have them. I didn't get rid of any of them. I have them as sets. They're sitting out. They're kind of collecting dust. If anything's collecting dust in this room, it's them, because I have nowhere else to really put them. I don't have a good way of storing these things, and that just is what it is. All right, we'll set that to the side. We will open up the Alpha. This is extra annoying. It's cool because with the enclosed trucks, you get this nice big graphic on the side, right? So that's nifty. It's annoying because you can't really display the vehicles together, right? Let's open that up. So when you try to display these together, you know, you're hiding the car inside the truck. And that's kind of goofy. So they take up extra space. I like the ones when they have like the flatbed or something. You can set the car on it. That's much more preferable to me. But here's the Alpha. Got that little retainer piece there inside there. Here's the truck. I mean, whatever. The trucks aren't licensed typically, and this is the Fleet Flyer. I mean, yay. I don't know. Whatever. This is the cool car, though. I like the car. The car's cool. Very nice. It looks pretty awesome. We got details all over. Of course, these premium Hot Wheels have deco all over. And it does look pretty decent. We do got the dot matrix garbage going on with both of these. Less apparent on a metallic car because it's already got that metallic green kind of thing to it. More apparent on a vehicle like this, but actually, it's not great, but it's not too bad. Elf, of course. It is, yeah, I mean, look at the resolution. Just sharp, not sharp at all. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I could probably stop complaining about it. I keep buying the things. I should probably discontinue the complaint, maybe, because I keep purchasing them. But I just wish they would be a little bit better. Speaking of that, maybe we should open up something from a different era of Hot Wheels that was a premium, such as this guy. Drag Strip Demons. Anytime I can find Drag Strip Demons from this older series that came out, I believe, around 2009, 2010, whatever. Anytime I see these and they're affordable and it's one I tend to pick them up. It's one I don't have. Even if it's one I do have, if I see it and it's like cheap, I'm scoring it. It's a desirable set. This is Butch Leal's Mr. 427 Thunderbolt, which is a replica of a real car, I believe. So that's neat. I'm not super familiar with nostalgic drag racing, but I think this is a replica of a real car, and it is pretty cool. So, older style tooling. So, what we're going to do is we're going to lack in the tooling department. It may not be the best, most accurate 1/64 scale tooling ever imagined. Okay, this is going to be pretty good, right? Pretty cool, pretty accurate tooling. Where it's probably going to benefit, though, is in the graphics, because look at how sharp the graphics are on this. We're real close up here. I mean, not so great on the window, maybe, but look at that. Look at that. I mean, we can get real close, and we're pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. Take a look at the back. Let's take a look at the side. Try not to shake so much here, but all right, we're getting that close. If we get this that close, you see that? It looks like a tattoo. Okay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. It's dots. So there's that. That's a way to compare it. This is pretty awesome. Those Ford Thunderbolts casting I collect again. I've got most of them, and glad to add this one finally to the collection. I got it cheap. Or not cheap, really, but I got it cheaper than, you know, normal. All right. We only got a few items left. I'm saving the super weird stuff for last. Johnny Lightning Boogie vans, the 1976 Dodge Street van and the 77 freewheeling Ford van. Boogie vans version A, release 4 for 2021. These have been around a bit. The only place I ever find these, though, is Hobby Lobby. Randomly when I go in there, and they're flipping expensive at Hobby Lobby. Especially, they don't have that 40% off coupon for one item ever anymore. And why? Bring that back, so I can at least buy one item when I'm at your store. Because otherwise, your prices are whack. And Diecast, especially. They're just nuts. I don't even know. This might be like 20 bucks or something. I don't know. It's expensive. It's more expensive than anywhere else, and it deters me from buying it. All right. Disco. Commercial disco. That sounds fun, right? Go to the commercial disco. That's cool. Yeah, you know, you got your typical kind of 70s van vibe going on with these things. They're heavy. Metal body, metal base. This one's got rubber tires. Heavy beast, casting I collect, again, metal body, metal base, the Dodge. This one has plastic tires, and looks pretty good. And again, if you want to look at graphics, I mean, yeah, there's some texture going on in there. That's just the way it looks, but far cry from the way that Hot Wheels does their thing. Groovy! Very groovy. All right, those are cool. They're neat. We like those. Johnny Lightning, sticking with Johnny Lightning for a moment. We've got this limited edition 2520. This is a 1995 Ford F-150 in, like I said in the first half of the video, medium Calypso green metallic. Pretty cool. LP Diecast Garage exclusive. And that is a fun thing about round 2 and Greenlight is that if you are a hobby dealer, you can commission exclusive products to be made for you, which Hot Wheels does not do. At least I don't think they do. But these are collectible and very cool that they're very limited runs of certain toolings. So, LP Diecast Garage. Visit their website or shop online. They didn't give me this car, or truck, rather. Which sometimes these hobby exclusive dealers will hook me up and I will be able to show you their stuff. This is one I just sought after and bought because I thought it was really nice looking and I like this casting. There's a couple of these trucks, releases of this truck that is very unobtainium, and that is Toys R Us exclusives from back in the day. I don't have any of them. This hood opens on this guy. I wish I could have found them. I looked for them, too, when they were coming out. I just was not lucky enough to ever be there when they were on the shelf. They were ridiculously limited. I think they were limited like 168 pieces or something like that. Like, what are you doing, Johnny Lightning? So, yeah, it was kind of like finding a chase piece in the store. That was crazy that they did that. But this thing's pretty nifty, too. Pretty good looking. I love the color. I think the color is good. I think the color is pretty. And pretty neat to get a limited edition Johnny Lightning. I think it's cool. I like it. All right, moving on. One Greenlight for the episode. And this is a Hobby exclusive. Not hobby as into any particular hobby dealer, but hobby is exclusive, meaning it's not sold in stores. It is distributed to hobby dealers, which is who I prefer to buy diecast from other than your big box stores. Cosworth. All right, Greenlight did a good job with this casting. It's undeniable. They did a very good job with it, I think, for what they have to work with. Yeah, I think they did an excellent job with it. This thing has inserted details for headlights. They've got painted details, of course, for taillights. It's just a basic, nice red color. It's nothing too crazy. This thing does have an opening hood. And it's got, I can't get this one open too far, but it's got a fair amount of detail in there as well. Good tooling from Greenlight. And we know from collecting Greenlight for a long time that not all toolings are created equal. I don't know what the deal is with that. I mean, over time it's understandable because some toolings are older, some toolings are newer. But they'll come out with two toolings in the same year, and one is like amazing, and the other one is kind of like, what happened there? So this is a good one. This is a good one. I like it. I'm not going to get every single version of it that comes out. I don't have every single version of it that has come out so far, but I do really like this one. I think it's really cool. All right. We got, oh, wow. We still have this. Dang. Okay. GCD. I kind of wish I would have grabbed this earlier in the video. Hopefully you guys are still around for this. Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro number 263 GCD. Again, this is the first GCD product in my collection. These are available worldwide. Official licensed product from Toyota, or it's got the Toyota official licensing. Is that legit? Should be, I think. Ooh, does this come with a microfiber cloth? This has to be a first. Now this, I will tell you, this thing was not cheap. These never are. This was not cheap. I have never had diecast come with a microfiber cloth before. Okay then. I guess I don't have to feel bad about putting fingerprints on the thing because we have a cloth to clean it off with. It's a thick, heavy microfiber cloth. I've never seen that. That's wild. That is wild right there. The bag has a hole in it too, so you can't, it won't get bubbles in it. It's easily closable. You can just, wow, that is interesting. The packaging has like a plastic kind of window thing around it. That's kind of neat, and it's got this box. I love a box. Boxes are great. You can store your car in them. I like that. I love the acrylic cases too. So this is an acrylic case, and it appears that no, it is not screwed down to the case, so you don't have to take out a screw. That's pretty nifty. It's got these stickers right here holding the case together. This is premium stuff right here. You can actually take these and lift it off. Nice acrylic case. We're going to pull this right off because, I mean, chances are if I ever resell this, this isn't going to matter. I don't foresee myself reselling it anytime soon either, but we got some Japanese, I'm guessing, writing there. Chinese, I'm not sure. That stuff. It looks like we have an accessory to the vehicle, which is the lights for the up top and like the roll bar thingy on top. I don't know what the correct terminology for that is. We'll open that up though. If it's easily attachable, we will attach it, and then I will immediately take it off because I'm going to put this probably back in the package. It's how it's going to get stored. Well, we may need the microfiber cloth because I can already see a fingerprint on the thing. This is the base. A little scratch right there. Other than that, it's pretty mirrored finish. This is a metal plate right here. Toyota Tacoma TRD, scale 1/64 by GCD. Very premium, very high quality feeling. We've got this guy that would go right here, right? And it does kind of sit in there okay. It would just fall right out. I mean, let's be honest, this thing's not sticking into holes or anything like that. We're just going to leave it alone for now because I don't really care about that. But here is the truck. And let's take a look at the details. And it does look good. I mean, there are some good details on this thing. The headlights look great. The front end of the vehicle looks really good. Look at the back. We got nice details back there for taillights. Tacoma on the back. The tires are a soft rubber. There's the base of the vehicle. Does the tailgate flip down? It does not, and that is okay. The hood does not open either, and that is also okay. What does happen, though, is the wheels turn. That's another one you don't see very often in 164. So it's got turning tires. Pretty neat. The inside looks very detailed as well. Does this thing have suspension? It does. Look at that. We got some travel. And I got fingerprints on it. But that's okay, because we got a microfiber cloth that I'm not going to pull it back out of the bag and use. I'm just going to use a different one that I've got over here. But, yeah. What do you think of this? I can't remember exactly how much it costs. I apologize about that, but I can assure you it wasn't cheap. I think it was like 40, maybe, something like that. It's a pricey little thing, but I found it local. I didn't have to, you know, pay shipping for it, so that was another selling point to give this one a shot, was to not have to pay any shipping for it. Would I get a different one? Maybe. I do like I got it in black, and that's cool. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to take pictures of, but I still think it's pretty cool. It's a TRD Pro, and I like that Toyota color scheme with like the orange, yellow, and red. The spare tire on the base, by the way, is also rubber. The mirrors are hard plastic. It's got the kind of snorkel thing going up on the top, too. Yeah, all in all, this is a pretty cool thing. I will definitely have to wipe it down, though, because I put my own fingerprints on it now. We want this thing to be in pristine shape. And it's entering the Diecast archive here in the basement. But yeah, that's a cool piece. Definitely something different. I have not had one of this brand on the channel before, and is it worth the money? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. I'm not really sure. I'm not a big Toyota Tacoma fan. I know, you know, there are people that are, so those people may really enjoy that. I think it's cool. I think it's a highly detailed piece, but I don't know. I don't get as excited about it as I do over like a Ferrari or something like that. That's more my speed. All right. Upper Deck Collectibles, Collector Series, Diecast Collectibles. Why? I don't know. Why would you do this? I have no idea. What year did this come out? Not sure. Let's take a look at the base. Can we find some? 2007 is the copyright date for this. So we can, it's fair to assume sometime around there. Definitely not before it, but sometime shortly after. We do have a massive acrylic case with this one. Oh, okay, which we're going to pull out. This is just kind of obnoxiously big. Official MLB. Albert Pujols. That's cool. I'm glad it's someone I actually know who it is, so that's nifty. You get an Upper Deck card. Albert Pujols. I don't know that I'm going to save this packaging, to be honest with you. As cool as it is. So we got this massive plastic base, and then we have a casting that is screwed down to that base. We have no choice but to unscrew it so we can see the base of the car, because that's what I'm curious about looking at. Is that? All right. Tons of dirt and weird crap has come out of this case. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to save any of that packaging. It's a thick acrylic case, though. Is this Upper Deck card worth anything? I don't know. Look her up on eBay. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it away on Whatnot. Albert Pujols. You know, I'm more of a Brewers fan, of course, than a Cardinals fan, so... Although, in the way that they put the card in, it's kind of damaged anyway. No idea. All right, probably not worth anything. But there's this. Who made you? Who made you? Ford SVT Adrenaline Concept, 2007, the Upper Deck Company. China. Who tooled this thing, though? I know Upper Deck didn't, like, I'm going to tool the Ford Lightning. It's just weird. Everything about this release is weird. The cross-collectible between baseball cards and die-cast cars in that era, 2007, 2008, whatever, strange. It's all strange. Has anybody ever seen this tooling outside of an Upper Deck release? If you have, let me know, and where have you seen it? It's pretty interesting. I actually wouldn't mind this tooling if it was clean of the Cardinals crap. I would think it's kind of cool, and really cool, actually. If there was a way I could remove that without totally damaging the paint, I would be tempted to do it, actually. And actually, now I'm kind of tempted to try to find this tooling outside of this type of release. Because I would be interested to see what it was branded as. And it looks to be, it's probably close to 1/64 scale is my guess. It's going to be a smaller truck. And I bet you it's not far off. We compare it to the Taco. I mean, pretty close. So, interesting. We didn't really find anything out, did we? But, you know, it is kind of cool. So, I'm curious on this one. Has anybody seen a clean version of this released by some other diecast company? And who was it? Who did it? Who did it? Who done it? All right. Last thing we're going to look at. 1/43 scale. We're going to wrap this long video up. Kyosho Museum Collection. This one I will save the case for because it will go back in it. The Museum Collection by Kyosho. There's some weird foam in the back. I don't know what that's about. Did that come stock with this? Probably not. Is that just how they decided to store it to keep it good? Probably. I don't know what that's about. We're throwing that away, though. We will keep the rest of the box because this will go back in it, and that's how kind of it will be displayed. I got a little like mini 1/43 scale display. It's kind of out of the way, but nifty nonetheless. All right, so Toyota S800. Cute little car. All right, I'm assuming it's 1/43. It does say that, right? Does it say that anywhere? Yeah, it does. I want to make sure I'm just not making things up. All right, where'd my screwdriver go? Oh, we got another one right here. We got two different size screws. A bit odd. All right, the car is free. And there it is. Well, I don't know what to say, except for that it's... I'm not familiar with the car, but it appears to be very detailed and accurate. Toyota S800. Let's take a look at the base. The base is plastic. Inserted details for headlights. Inserted details for taillights. And that is to be expected. This is a Kyosho after all. The thing also rolls, which is cool. We got fragile pieces for mirrors. Fragile pieces for windshield wipers. It appears to be a very detailed interior in here. I don't know if we're going to get that to focus, but we will try. Can we get it? Come on. You want it. You want to look in there. Would you just... He wants to grab it. It's not doing it. But there you go. Very detailed in there. Cool piece, actually. Very cool. Very, very cool. Nothing opens on it. I prefer it that way, honestly. I don't care about opening features in diecast. I really don't. The hood is kind of cool. The hood's cool because you can kind of see the motor. I think that's kind of neat. Opening doors does zero for me. Even if it's a scissor door Lamborghini, because you know what? You're going to screw it up. Just don't do it. Atomic Limited Vintage. So, yeah. There's that. All right, and that's going to wrap up this video. Another long one for you guys. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please, would you do it? Would you please hit that like button, subscribe and stuff? That'd be great. Yeah. I don't know. What's the highlight for you this week? For me, kind of a hard pick, honestly. All of this stuff, I mean, the Tacoma's really cool. I kind of had higher hopes for it, though, than what I'm feeling right now, opening it up. Honestly, this Johnny Lightning, I think, is the prettiest car we've opened today. Or truck, rather. Sorry. I do really like that. I don't know. I have to think about that one. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching another long one. You guys have a great day. See you next time.